One, in today class, we are going to see different types of pumps which is being used in hot lung machine in hospital setup. So first we will see centrifugal pump, and then we have peristaltic pump, and then we have roller pumps, and fourth one is the diaphragm pumps. These are the four commonly used pumps in hot lung machine. The first, the centrifugal pump, if you see, it uses centrifugal force in order to move the blood. So as all we know that what is the mechanism of pump is, it's nothing but in order to pump out the blood as heart does in our body, right? So any type of pump, if you take, all the pump is going to do the same functionality, that is going to pump the blood at some sort of rate into the body or from out of the body. So the same, the centrifugal pump is going to pump the blood, or it's going to move the blood by using the force called centrifugal force, and also it offers the high flow rates and contributes the continuous flow characteristics. And if you take the peristaltic flow pumps, these pumps will have rotating mechanism, so it will have the flow similar like our blood, I mean our food flow in our in through our esophagus into the stomach. There is a peristaltic movement, it wave like movement, it will flow. Okay, so that sort of movement will be taken over by the peristaltic pump. So there is a compressing flexible tubing will be there, through rotating mechanism we will compress this flexible tube gently on the blood. So this is the peristaltic pump. And roller pump, here we use the rollers, number of, I mean series of rollers will be there, which will compress the tubes. Through this compression, and the blood will have I mean blood will slowly move from one place to another, so it will provide the consistent flow of blood. And fourth one is diaphragm pumps. This pump will almost it will mimic the natural heart rhythm, because it will gives you the versatile flow capabilities. So these are the four characteristics of pumps. So if you see the mechanism of pumps, any pumps if you take it, the main role is like it will have very good I mean it will plays a vital role in fluid dynamic characteristics. It will move the blood from one place to another. That is the movement case. For circulation case, we are using this different types of pumps. If you see centrifugal force, as I said before, it will relies on spinning impellers to create a pressure, that is a centrifugal force, which will makes the blood to move from one place to another. It will provide smooth continuous blood flow. And pulsatile flow generation will be taken over by diaphragm pumps, so through which the pulsatile nature, that is the normal heartbeat rhythm, or it will almost mimics the normal heartbeat rhythms. It will stimulate the normal heartbeat rhythms. Okay, so which can be the beneficial for the technicians to do certain surgical procedures. And we have the some mechanical compressions also there, because the roller, if you take the roller pumps or the peristaltic pumps, these pumps have a compressing mechanisms on the flexible tube through which the blood is moving on. So where through the mechanical compression will also we will have a flow movement. So that is the other characteristics, that is the mechanism of the blood pumps. And last one is flow rate adjustability, because in some case we need a high flow rate, in some case we need a low flow rate. That also we have the option of flow rate adjustability, that we can do it at real time adjustment for based on the application or based on specific needs during the surgery. So these are four mechanism which plays very important role in any different sorts of pumps. That is centrifugal force, and second one is pulsative flow generation, and third one is mechanical compression, and fourth one is flow rate adjustability. So now we'll have the comparison of this pumps in four different characteristics, that is flow characteristics, hemodialysis potential, operational complexity, and last one is durability and reliability. If you see the flow characteristics, the centrifugal force provide the continuous flow, while the roller pumps offer more intermittent or flow pattern, which impacts the hemodynamics differently. So each pumps, it has a different kind of flow. One will have a continuous flow, one will have intermittent flow. So each pumps will have different hemodynamics. So based on the application, again we can go with any types of pumps. Okay, specifically we can go specific pumps. And then we have hemodialysis potential, that is another characteristics. So if you see, hemolysis is nothing but breaking of blood cells. Okay, so it will end up with a very high potential risk, very dangerous problem will be occurred because of these hemolysis potential. So that we have to be look into very careful when we are choosing different types of pumps, because the roller pumps have very higher potential compared to the other pumps, because it follows the principle called mechanical principle, that is a compression mechanism. So it will compress, when it compress the flexible tube, there is a high risk for the blood cells, I mean blood cells, to get rupture or to get break. So that is the thing. Here roller pumps have high potential compared to the other centrifugal or diaphragms. It has a very gentle mechanism on blood cells, so there is no problem with or no damage on the blood cells in case of centrifugal and diaphragm pumps. So the roller pumps have high risk compared to the other different types of pumps. And third, if you seek operational complexity, the diaphragm pumps requires a more complex setups and monitoring, whereas if you see the centrifugal pumps, which is very simple and easier to operate. And last one characteristics of pump is that durability and reliability. So roller pump, if you take, it is like earlier times, it's being used widely, so it is a traditional sort of pumps. But whereas if you see new designs such as centrifugal pump, now it's being used widely and increasingly favored for their efficiency and reduced complication, because centrifugal pumps recently it's being used, it is a new trend or new design pumps. Because of the reduced complications and a higher efficiency, the centrifugal pumps are highly recommended compared to the roller pumps, even though it is a standard and historical one. So these are the four different characteristics or comparison of pumps. Four different characteristics of pumps where made a comparison with the different types of pumps. Okay, thank you.